I've seen a very peculiar comment saying that men are blaming Sheryl Gabriella because of exposing herself, but that tweet, that post said that she's blaming men because Sheryl Gabriella is doing that because men failed her. So my question was, do you think that Sheryl Gabriella and what she did was a making that was started by men? Is something that men should be blamed for? Ama ni kitu ya kawaida yenye tunafaa kwa zote as a society tuseme hizi ni vitu za kawaida zi happen, so let us just take it as it is and move on. Ama should we just say that that's our own cross, acha bebe msalaba yake. Hello and good afternoon. It's me again. I don't know how to start, but let me try something. Let me drink water first. Najua mnaweza kuwa mmesikia hii, but I'm here also to repeat it for you. Najua kuna wenye hawajasikia. So, listen up. Jana nilikuwa Sunday inakuanga siku yenye inakuwa boring to so many people. So watu wengi wamekuwa wakisema any day yenye una feel hata within the weekend una feel ina bore, ni kama ina mshikili, ni kama like it's not entertaining enough, you say okay, leo inaisha but na feel ni kama ni Sunday. Why? Because Sunday inakuwa chilled, cool, calm, watu wanajirecollect, na so many people were employed on 9 to 5 duties, wanajaribu nao kuosha nguo, kutulia, kurelax, ndio wajirecollect bado waanze another week from Monday. So Sunday always looks boring, but not yesterday. Jana kumekuwa na a lot of things that made our Sunday look so beautiful, so active, so engaging, and this is what happened on Sunday. First, Najua there is what to expect me to start with, and yes, that is what I'm going to start with. So jana tumeona there are so many trending issues that kumekuwa na Sheryl Gabriella. Tumeona there is this video that has been going around of her doing the thinkable. Sitasema ni unthinkable because so many people do that. So as much as watu wenye wanafanyanga hizo vitu, we do not know them by face, ama we do not associate with them closely, does not mean that the people do them are grave, they commit grave mistakes. No, it just means that those people do not know them closely. Maybe watu wenye wanajua closely, they are like, okay, that is our people, tumejaribu kumwambia ski, but those people are also making their lives look better. When you look at those actors wenye natanga hizo videos, ni watu wenye wako well off. Maybe so many girls admire to see their lives look like that. So that's why maybe some people are pushed to do that. Otherwise, life in a push watu into the wall whereby people cannot even contain it. Wanaona tu if there's a easy way to go, this is what you're going to do. And when I was reading through people's engagements, some people were saying that she has done things that are not correct, but kama kina Mosiri akisema he is going to report her to the police because of cybercrime, and also teaching other young people about bad things. For me, I don't know if I should judge her, I should misinterpret her content, ama what should I do? But one thing I know is that everyone in this world is trying to survive. Na ukipata way of surviving, and mostly in this era of internet na the era of social media, whereby when someone buys a curtain, atakuja waambie venye life yake imekuwa ikisonga vizuri, ama let's say the lifestyle content creators. Umse inaweza kuwa in a year is not doing as much as you are doing, but as long as umse akienda nunua kikombe ya 200, atakuja ambia wenye ameenda shopping akaona vitu mingi, then before atoke kwa hiyo shop ama kwa hiyo mall ama kwa hiyo supermarket ametoka na vikombe 2, you feel like okay, I am not doing so well. Ama mtu aende kwa thrift market, ama I think inaitwa thrifted market, anunue tu second hand clothes, akuja apime mbele ya kamera nini, then muone venye zinamtoa vizuri, you be like, it's like you are not doing justice to yourself, you are not shopping well for yourself, so make people feel like they are being left out. This is something that has been going on for so long. Even was our forex trading, wanashika wase sana na kuonyesha lifestyle hizo ma lifestyle venye wanaishi. For instance, tell me why ya forex trader mwenye anafanya biashara yake online, you're paid online, pesa yenye unatoa inaingia kwa M-Pesa direct ama kwa bank. Why should you as a person go and withdraw all that money kwa hard cash ukuje anze kuanikia wasi? Does it make sense? Let us discuss. And now going back to the video Gabriella. For me, I don't Sheryl Gabriella, that is. She's a very famous Kenyan actress na naimbaga, anatoa a lot of comedy skits. And so many people would associate her success with the effort that she puts. Because one thing that I would like to tell you is that doing online production ama kufanya tu kitu yoyote siku ya kwanza, pili, ya tatu, hiyo tu consistency, the discipline and the effort that is deserved in doing anything in life, including even just sitting around, it is too much. So ukiona msee anatoa skiti ya kwanza, ya pili, ya tatu na anapata followership, anapata account mingi nini, those people deserve the accolades that they receive. But on the flip side, when you look at the life that they lead, ama now the pressure that comes with that kind of followership, anataka now huyu msee haizi taka atembee na matatu because you know how, mtaanza kumengage, mtaanza pia kumpea a lot of pressure, kumuuliza wewe ni msee famous, kwa nini unaingia matatu na fako na nika? You see, we also contribute to such things. So for doing those things, it might look like it is insanity, but that is what the society is built of. When you look at the people that entertain men a lot, if not football, that's now almost closer to the second thing that men find entertaining. So if kosa kupata say kwa kiwatch game na nini ama kicheza games, just find them looking at beautiful ladies on social media and everything. So that's what keeps men going. Now if you see an industry that can attract people to do such things, you invest a lot. Ni kama for instance, when you look at watu wengi wenye ame contribute to the revolution ama to the continuity of fashion industry hii ya manguo na nini, it's women. So most of the clothes zenye zinakujanga, new clothes and everything, they are intended to attract women. And since women are the one who take care of the children take the second position in the new clothes, new designs, new everything. So from women to children, then men come last, because wanaume most of the time si ati hatujipend, but we don't focus so much on how we look, ama we don't focus so much on what other people think. We just live a day at a time. And I'm not saying that hiyo ni kila mwanaume, but a lot of men, a biggest percentage of men don't care a lot about how they look, ama what they how people perceive them. But women, yes. So as I've said, if you don't find men watching football, you find them watching women and seeing how the industry now is taking women when wanavaa vizuri, how they are looking. That's why even when you find watu wengi wenye wanafanya the cosmetic body changes ni wanawake. You not find men unless wanaume amefika ile decision ya this is between health and death, lama life and death, anaifanya because of health. You never find men designing their body to look better. Men are always just wako tu hapo. And ukipata leakages kama hizi ama video kama hizi click na trend, most of the time you might think that like, okay, this might be the end of this person, but before you know it, the person is coming back. I've seen videos of Gabriella now trying to diss people, ama trying now to produce a lot of videos referring back to that video indirectly, akiimba, akidance. Of course, you can see the pain in her face, how she looks ashamed. But I would say one thing is, for now, when everything is trending, people are insulting her and everything, she has a lot of mixed reactions. Now is not the time to castigate her. It's that si time ya kumwambia venye what she has done is good or bad. Say ni time ya, if it could be possibly possible, angeacha tu deal with it first, ajue venye itaenda through, kama ni kulia lie, kama ni kusolve ama kufuatilia how that thing ended leaking, kama si leak. Of course inaweza kuwa ni leak for several reasons. If it is like that, kama ni leak, it's better because she knew how she's going to handle the results. But if it's not herself who did it might be devastating. For now, I know najua ile inaitwa adrenaline is running high. She doesn't know even what she's doing. All those videos zinatoa post, zenye anatoa post, the leaked video, they might look they are just a cover up. But once this thing goes down na inaanza kususia, I don't know what will be happening behind the scenes. So that's what I'm really afraid of. Not even how she's trending ama how everything is going on right now. For now, everything might be looking good, but when everyone goes back and watu wanaanza kuwa silent, everyone now start focusing on their life. That's when it will start hitting. Now she will start reflecting what now has been happening. Na hivyo ndio watu wengi wanaingia into depression and so many things. But I hope and I pray so much that she's going to get out of it strong. And other ladies are going to learn from it. Either you do it, wewe ukiingia tu uingie kabisa. Ama otherwise, if you find yourself in such situation, just know how to handle yourself and get yourself out of it. So that was Sunday for me. There were a lot of captivating news in the politics. We saw last week Gachagua tried to tell off wase walinda mwananchi, wanawaambia manze msijaribu kwenda Olkalao. Olkalao iko na wasi wenye wanajua the terrains na everything. You remember the people who stay in a place like unaambiwanga ukiingia kwa nyumba msee, when you start fighting someone in their house, you should be very careful because huyu msee ndiye anajua where every artillery is kept. Naweza anajua mali panga iko, anajua mali kisu iko, anajua mali fox ziko zenye anaweza kudunga nazo. They know everything in their house. So Olkalao, there are people who understand their people, the language and how to speak to the people. So according to Gachagua, the people in the United Opposition, most of them do not understand the terrains of Olkalao. Him himself also included. Juu alisema pia yeye mwenyewe is not involved too much in the Olkalao politics because unless he's called upon to come and intervene in certain situations, he's not going to go to Olkalao. So wenye after kuambia Irungu Kang'ata was like, okay, you have said that to send Olkalao, but what about Nyandarua? Can you go to Nyandarua? So Irungu Kang'ata akaamka akachukua watu wake wakaenda Nyandarua, and of course the fears and all the things that were suspected happened, they happened. So Irungu Kang'ata and his team were attacked, wamepigwa mawe huko hadi driver wake akapigwa risasi. It was only luck that haikuwa fatal, like the driver did not die, but no, you can, the trauma and everything that comes with such things, like nimepigwa risasi, so hiyo risasi ingepenya, what would have happened? And I'm also worried because even when the chaos were erupting, I could hear Irungu Kang'ata in the backside saying that vijana msikimbie. So like for him, he's expecting that the people who are listening to him and all that, they are not going to run, because once they run and they leave him on the open, he will be he will be the primary target. But hiyo vijana wengine wakiwa hapa wakipambana na goons, at least yeye atakuwa na some things somewhere to hide, but akiacha hapa peke yake in the open, he will be the primary target and will be easily taken off. So he was like, hey manze msijaribu kukimbia. So Olkalao was so dark, was so chaotic. There are rumors that Gachagua was also to go to Olkalao ama Nyandarua, but on his way he got intel very clear intel that things are not going to be well, and people have been sent by the government to attack him, and by attacking him, the people in the IBC and everything, they are going to say that since Izanu is causing chaos in Olkalao, they are going to disqualify his candidate, maybe the election are going to be postponed. You had those things from Friday. IBC nasema they are going to be postponing the by-election if things continue like they are. And hadi wakafine the MP of Kipipiri, wakamfine one name na wakamwambia I issue apology to what she said. I think I did not get the clip of what she said, but they said that the words that she uttered, they were equated to fueling chaos, na maybe ndio zina lead to a lot of chaos in Olkalao. So those are the things that were going on. Then on the other side, tukienda kwa Kisumu tunapata Governor Orengo walikuwa na Sifuna huko kwa church also, na wakakuwa attacked by goons also. So things are looking so bad in Kenya. So for me, there is one thing that disturbs me a lot. As a Kenyan, we expect that 2027 kutakuwa na elections. We know in 2007 we had same scenario ama same situation whereby people just woke up, went and voted, kura zikaanza kuhesabiwa. Most of people felt that we are not being treated well, ama the results are not coming as we should deserve, because Raila led for a very long time. Then in the last minutes, some of the last hours, we hear that Kibaki has won. It's devastating. It looks bad on the paper. But now, think of it like this. Mko kwa group of 50 people. 26 people vote for one person, 24 people vote for the other one. Hakuna mwenye ata feel like kuna justice, because this 24 will be feeling like we should have won because we were so many people and the voices are so many that are saying this one is correct. So the democracy gives our constitution stipulates that any candidate who wins with 50% plus only one person. So nyi wote mkaweza pata like kama nilikuwa kura 50, nyi wote mpate kura 25, hiyo kura inafaa kurudiwa. But kama kutakuwa na msee amepata 26 na mwingine apata 24, huyu mwenye ako na 26 anafaa kupewa kitu because ashapata 25. Yeah, that is 50% plus 1. That is what the constitution says. So come 2027, the way we are seeing things, if things look like that and people seriously take chaos as the only way out, I don't know whether you're going to have a Kenya to live in. And we are all praying or hoping that you're going to have a better Kenya in the future and our children are going to find a stable country that they can live in. So I'm begging for anyone who is watching this video, anyone who is going to watch this video, please, 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 don't engage, don't put Kenya into risk. Msijaribu hata kuweka Kenya place yenye itakuwa ni kama we are living in hell. Naweza taka if I am a low man living in Ruiru, sitakuwa na ile woga ya ati wakikuwa naweza ni attack, ama kama mimi ni Mkikuyu naishi Kisumu, sitakuwa na ile woga ya like naweza kuwa attacked by the Luo people ama the Nyanza people just because I'm not from there. Naweza taka Kenya but even after elections you're just going to listen to kusikiza hizo results being announced na mwenye ata win apewe kiti na endelee kulead, because I don't think it changes a lot depending on who is sitting on the presidency. Na kama ina affect anyone mwenye anakaa kwa kiti hiyo kiti ya presidency, if it's going to affect the country, it is going to affect the country at large. Everyone is going to feel the hit. It doesn't matter whether you give your votes to that person or not. Na kama kutakuwa na mtu mzuri kwa hiyo kiti, also it is going to favor everyone. So able to fikirie in a way that if our country now goes to ban today, everyone is going to feel the hit. And if things turn up to be good, kila mtu ataenda kuenjoy the fruit. So as you approach the elections, manze, tujaribu sana kukubali that the results that comes in, either we fight or we do not fight, the chances of changing the results that will be announced by ABC are too low and they will cost us a lot of lives. What is the results? What can we do to avert that? First, mwenye anapata hiyo kiti ya presidency, kama maybe ameipata kwa mlango wa nyuma, there is always democracy. Let us all flock into the judiciary. We force the judiciary to denounce the election, then we can go back to voting again, and then we vote the person you want. If not that, imeenda venye imeenda, tumekubali, let us wait for another 5 years, because that's the only way we can get the Kenya that we want. Otherwise, we can always use the judiciary. Na as I always tell people, as much as you're looking into the presidential candidacy, ama unaangalia nani atakuwa president, hebu angalia nani atakuwa your MP, because that MP, if you choose the right MP who you're going to listen, ama going to voice, ama to say what you people are saying, that is the same person mwenye, if the president goes into the president, ama into the seat through the back door, your MP now can come up with an impeachment motion. And the president will be impeached even within a week if the MPs act correctly. Kama the president is not doing the right thing, the MPs can rise up and say, manze, we are not seeing it coming. Ama we are not seeing it working for us. So, hey, it's time for you to go. And that person will go. Ama the president akiona got defeated through the numbers, at least they are going to listen to what the people are saying. That's another thing. So that was Sunday for us. It was so busy. On other news, there is this DCI wa Kasarani, I think DCI or CS, mwenye alikuwa na date fellow lady. She was a lady called Indanu, dating another lady. So ikafika mahali akaanza fracas, hizi zinaitwa tu love triangle ama relationship issues. Akafika mahali akakosana, akianza kupigana, akaopt kumrusha from the 6th floor. So fortunately the lady did not die, but unfortunately she went into paralysis. She was paralyzed, I don't know from where downwards, but she was paralyzed somehow, and she's saying that it was chaotic. So when we look at it, when women start fighting into each other, so sometimes when we look at the domestic violence, we say they are men inflicting pain and violence against women. But when we look at the whole issue at large, we will see that domestic violence, love violence, it just comes because of people who love each other now feel like they are falling out of love. So they are just finding a spark to bring back what they were feeling. But since it is impossible, imefika ile place yenye you cannot return it to where it was, the optimal violence. So we should denounce violence as violence, not just as trying to castigate men. Lastly, before I finish, I've seen a very peculiar comment saying that men are blaming Sheryl Gabriella because of exposing herself, but that tweet, that post said that she's blaming men because Sheryl Gabriella is doing that because men failed her. So my question was, do you think that Sheryl Gabriella and what she did was a making that was started by men? Is it something that men should be blamed for? Ama ni kitu ya kawaida yenye tunafaa kuaccept as a society, tuseme hizi ni vitu za kawaida zi happen, so let us just take it as it is and move on. Ama should we just say that that's our own cross, wacha bebe msalaba yake na deal nayo venye ange deal nayo if men were never born. Otherwise, have a nice time. See you on the next video.